normally get out of London Heathrow. What's unique about Farnborough is you're much closer to these huge aircraft than you would normally be at a commercial main base like Heathrow. This is MSN4, powered by Ford General Alliance GB7000, each delivering around about 70,000 pounds thrust. Dust and grass flying everywhere with that weight perfectly gets airborne. The A380 can also be powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engines. Range round about 8,500 miles. And look at that, iflya380.com. Now that website is on anywhere in the world if you want to go on now, there's 100 A380 routes operated by 13 airlines. More than 190 A380s have been delivered to date to 30 operators since October 07. Now, 6 have gone to Qatar Airways, 14 to Lufthansa, 10 to Air France, 81 to Emirates, 12 to 19 to Singapore Airlines, 10 to Korean Air, 5 to China Southern Airlines, 6 to Malaysian Airlines, 6 to Thai Airways, 12 to British Airways, hurrah, and get it through my word. 4 Asian Airlines, 8 to 130 airports to accommodate the A380 around the world. It is a remarkable aircraft.
Can I share my A380 fact with you? Which I don't think is in your extensive list of information.
Alright, go ahead.
Have a list. So, if you took all the wiring out of the A380 and lay it down one long line, it could reach from London to Edinburgh. That's 320 miles. Sorry, that's right, you don't have any facts. Well, I thought that was interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
No person I like that. Michael, that is great. Straps your channel, I'm having people go inside an A380. There you go. Well, right now. Not crushed. There's just going to be a hole. Now, the A380 fleet is also more than 2.9 million flight hours. It's more than 350,000 revenue flights. And Michael, how many passengers do you think that's weighing?
That's going to be somewhere. No, I wouldn't say million.
Million, going on high out over the sea, going back to about 100 knots ground speed. Checking 101 knots ground speed. We've got the tracker. Over a minute. 5 minutes. Over that. We're not going to 380 or
I suppose, okay, I'm going to go
130 already level worldwide. That's an RTA drops into a remarkable that's not quite as many as the number of ping pong balls.
Actually, look, you've got here. How quick is that? That has to be a record even for you, Mark.
It's pretty good. In one flight, obviously. 35 million people. They can't have very much leg room. Carry the full class stay out, 544 passengers. Now it depends really what you want to do in the way of configuration, because a number of airlines no doubt will use the 380 for the first class and business class in the upper deck. In the lower deck you can have all economy. So if you have the single class configuration throughout the aircraft, removing the ping pong balls first, you get 853 passengers. With plenty of leg room. The gear now extended, turning in over the black shed, the blue shed here at Farnborough, coming past the museum, the Bath Museum at the end of the runway. It was well worth a visit actually, and indeed Bath do have a stand here just behind the commentary position. The museum at the end of the far right end of the runway, Cody's statue is up there. That's where the 380 is drifting in as the A400 Atlas starts his takeoff run.
He's going to land, he's going to land with his heart.
Here he is. And he's going to go down far into the runway, turn around and go back to his route. Here is the A400M Atlas. So the 380 is touching down. Program originated from the European Future Large Aircraft Program way back in 1992, supported by the Navy, Belgium, France, Germany, Portugal, Spain and Turkey. It's a rugged, agile aircraft.
Also, fans of the Mission Impossible film series may well recognise this plane, as it was the star of the opening of Tom Cruise's recent Mission Impossible movie, where he was attached to the side of it, and this was the actual plane that happened in, and the pilot flying today was the pilot flying with Tom Cruise attached to the side in that film.
Now we saw the film, a short sequence, but these filmings, as you know, take longer and longer and longer.
Yes, apparently they did about 6 or 7 takes of it, and by the end of it he had to be treated for mild hypothermia, which you should probably understand, because you get to like 0 degrees.
Yeah, hanging right outside.
Yes. You do that yourself, now they're trickery, they're making what's it you doing?
Really doing it.
Yeah.
Those big propellers, only on the big screen you can see the props rotating. It's a curious way to shut the speed on the camera and create that effect. You can have a good effect as probably you can with the big guys. I think you appreciate it. Those blades are somewhat unusual. 8-bladed composite curve propellers and full reverse thrust. We regulate them at 60 RPM, but I bet that's a very interesting cameraman for Ian in one more television.
You know what? I completely forgot Mark's birthday today here, co-commentating with Mark. Happy birthday, Mark.
Thank you very much.
One again. There's 2 other people I've spent all morning with that I haven't said happy birthday to. I'm like the worst birthday ever. I'll take some people to say Ian, happy birthday. And Rob, happy birthday.
Yeah, Rob, happy birthday. His birthday, well, there's a lot of us today.
He's going to be out for the whole day. Happy birthday.
Do you think any occasion turn up to the commentary box? Anyway, the 380 going back to the far right of the runway, we put it back into the parking bench and we have a closer look at. Talking about those propellers, they're so efficient that at full reverse tip, the prop can reverse the aircraft up 2 degrees on creep slope and maximum take off weight. Now, the adjacent props on each wing rotate in the opposite direction to produce down between the engines airflow. Now, the major benefit of this is to reduce the wing loading, more symmetrical airflow, greater lift distribution, and improved in-and-out handling. And the whole combination contributes to 4% of the total lift. Why does the carpet get wet? The A400M operated by a flight crew of 2. They've got night vision goggles, compatible cockpit, NVG, head-up display, wide head-up display, with the colour head-down. Well, those kit goes to the bank, the F113, the Warrior, helicopters like the Scuba, or a couple of packages, like gunships, not the same guys that can get off well. Up to 160 fully kitted troops. I have reports that I'm talking about the kitted troops, I call them kitted troops the other day. Up to 60 fully kitted troops can be transported on the sidewalks, movable zip lines. In the medical role, I can carry 66 stretchers and 25 medical staff. Around about 345 miles an hour. It's got a startling rate of climb, as you can see. 4,000 feet per minute. And airdrop operations can take place at very simple airspeeds between 125 to 200 knots. Depends really how long you want to stay in a hostile environment. If someone's shooting at you with small arms, I would suggest not long. We will see a very short landing. That scaffolding pole you can see ahead of the cockpit, that's the in-flight refueling probe. Around somewhere. Use your credit card, get your air miles, and grab some fuel. And
question I want to ask you about these larger planes, the A400, A380, because you're a 747 pilot. It's another one of my questions that you would look at me in that way. I think why you ask me that. But are they simple to fly in the sense of you don't feel the size of the plane? It's like something amazing how it's theory, or can you get a sense of the fact that flying a huge plastic plane?
Now, each aircraft does fly differently, does feel differently, but no, you don't really. That's the danger of taxi. You've got to be aware of how much is following you. So no, you don't really have that feel of the enormity of what you're flying around, because it's designed that it just flies like an aircraft rather quick. Out the window behind, it all follows together.
Wow. So an A380, something as big as that, kind of really is just flying.
Absolutely. Well, if you look at the simulators we use, the simulators actually got shots of the pit pilots looking up at the A380 and some of the A400 going on something similar. But when you go on to all the simulators, then yes, they're going to look very different aircraft, because that is where the guns for us pilots are taking place. What happens on the floor, that's down to very clever engineers and design people from Wigton. We're buying effectively the flight deck, and that's bolted on the walls and on the kits.
Just happens to be behind you back.
I thought about your arms like 747
No.
I remember several years ago at Farnborough manufacturing, we've got a airplane with extended range, we can go all the way around the world. And I said, why won't you want to go just slightly more than halfway? Because otherwise you go the other way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Like a return trip to London from London.
Yes, exactly. So if you only want to be maximum range, really just slightly more halfway.
Yes.
Otherwise you're chucking out cargo bins. But the curious thing, I won't say which manufacturer, is right down the west end of the runway, showing my radar tracks on that thing.
What do you mean?
I won't get that on our airspace.